At a protest, a man tells me to lower my voice, tells me to find bass that should have existed previously, shoves ounces of masculinity down my throat as my posture increases and he becomes even more tall than I. And he tells me that my estrogen inhibits my power and that he'd much rather march through streets led by a man and that I am not capable of commanding attention as a girl. But he didn't know that my voice soprano high like sirens, like you turn your head when I speak. When I'm screaming, I'm just speaking. But you heard my introduction like the battle cry of over 3,000 African tribes combined. My voice sounds like Chicago,
Ferguson, Baton Rouge,
Charlotte. My voice is the force that stops a gunshot or a cop or moves the targets on the backs of black folk in America with phonics, ebonics. My voice takes gunshot.
My voice channels Malala and fights Taliban with high frequency.
And my black be a barrier from negative energy. And my black is as loud as all 276 Nigerian girls who went missing. My pitch is so high because it looks for them. My black is as powerful as the girls from Pretoria High School in South Africa who refuse to tame their manes and take off their crowns and look the oppressors dead in the eyes with their hands up like people in Chicago,
Ferguson, Baton Rouge,
Charlotte, and said, take us all. And their voices rang like church bells in symphony.
When a girl speaks, the room falls silent.
Like a trumpet in a band, you can hear her over anything else.
We rise regardless of the circumstances and reconcile.
We rise regardless of how many of us you take. And our voices rise as we feel more pain, as we become more angry, and as we feel more joy.
We find strength to push forward. We cannot afford to give up. Not when our sons are taught to stay focused, but we teach our daughters to cover their skin. Instead of teaching our sons to apologize, we teach our daughters to say sorry first.
Instead of teaching our sons not to use their fists, we teach our daughters to duck.
Instead of teaching our sons that no means no, we teach our daughters to walk faster, scream louder, look behind one shoulder. Our girlhood is ours, not for your taking. Our bodies are ours, not for your breaking.
Our minds are powerful and we cannot be silenced. And if you can't take the sound, you can leave. And per usual,
we will stay strong, content,
at the forefronts of movements. Because if we don't, we have the most to lose. My voice is power. My lungs beat drum.